So this right here is the very definition of whataboutism. But this account did not use whataboutism correctly. Whataboutism is basically when you criticize someone and then they say, well, what about this person? So let me explain to you why whataboutism doesn't work for this situation, and also to explain why I originally stated that you were virtue signaling. You are trying to state that Heather Dubrow is not being consistent with how she feels because Tamra's son likes it. And I said to you, I didn't realize Tamra's son was part of the cast. Do tell. Do you have pictures of them hanging out at each other's houses too? Because your argument is basically that for some odd reason, Heather should either hold Tamra to some sort of standard for what her son is doing, or your other argument is that somehow Heather is being a hypocrite because Tamra's son is doing it. But unless you can give me some solid proof that Heather Dubrow has like any sort of relationship, acquaintance, even casually with Tamra's son, that they hang out, they go to karaoke, they're on the phone talking to each other. If you can form some sort of connection between the two of them, even casually, then it doesn't work in this situation. So I'll give you a even more clear example. Now, my brother is an NYPD lieutenant. I am very critical of law enforcement because I have lived in 8 different states. A majority of it was in the Midwest region and also in the South. Now, your equivalency of, well, what about Tamra's son? If my brother was sitting in front of an NYPD promotion board and they said to him, well, Lieutenant, your sister Lisa has been very critical of law enforcement. They don't do that in the NYPD. And the reason why they don't do that in the NYPD is because they are very aware that you, the police officer, has no control or connection to what your family does. Not just in the NYPD, but I would say the majority of law enforcement. So again, you saying, well, Tamra's son did it too, is like saying to my brother, or you're a hypocrite because your sister's out there being critical of law enforcement. So while I do understand whataboutism, in this incident, your whataboutism falls flat. Because in order for whataboutism to actually even be something that is debatable, your whataboutism would have to specifically find something that Tamra did so that you could say, well, what about the time that Tamra da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Unfortunately, our education system is not ranked at #1 globally. And I think it has a lot to do with the lack of critical thinking skills.